The Indo-Pacific has become the world's most fiercely contested region, with global rivalries, shifting alliances, and rising trade tensions reshaping the region's future. As the balance of power evolves, middle powers like ASEAN and New Zealand have been thrust into the spotlight as they seek to bridge divides and find common ground between the world's superpowers. FMT sat down with New Zealand Prime Minister Christopher Luxon in Auckland recently to hear his thoughts on the matter. Interviewed by Ibrahim Sani, Luxon explained how countries like Malaysia and New Zealand can navigate the present uncertainty and strengthen cooperation.
You were talking about in foreign affairs reset, and you were talking about some collaboration that needs to deepen, say for instance between the Pacific Dialogue and that of ASEAN, and where does New Zealand play in that role?
You know, our future really lies in the Indo-Pacific region, and a big part of that is obviously ASEAN and the Southeast Asian countries. They are our fourth largest trading bloc already.
But as tensions rise between the world's superpowers, Luxon said the very rules keeping smaller nations safe are beginning to crack, giving way to power and coercion over principle.
The international rules-based system, which has served the ASEAN countries incredibly well over the last 70 or 80 years, is breaking down. And so therefore we've got to reaffirm the rules-based system. We don't want to live in a world where rules give way to power, and it's about might of larger countries on smaller countries.
For smaller trade-dependent nations like New Zealand and Malaysia, the rules-based system is what gives them agency, a safeguard that ensures fairness even when power tilts elsewhere. Luxon says middle powers must work together to defend the principle that right should never be replaced by might.
I think absolutely there's a huge opportunity for us to reaffirm the rules-based system. And when you think about blocs like the EU, the CPTPP, the ASEAN countries, you know, they all have a very important role to play. And how we behave with each other under pressure in a global trading environment is really important.
Beyond diplomacy, he says it's the human connections, education, travel, understanding that turn trust into prosperity.
ASEAN can convene a series of very important countries in the world and actually amplify that position and that voice. The question is, are we as the leaders of ASEAN going to step together, work together, and actually realise those for the benefit of our people?
Later this month, New Zealand will attend the 47th ASEAN Summit and related meetings in Kuala Lumpur, a meeting to shape the future of the Indo-Pacific. For New Zealand, it's a chance to turn its words into action and to prove that partnership, not rivalry, is what keeps the region strong.